Green Tree Productions is proud to present Duncanville Weekly News. It's the good news just for the City of Champions, Duncanville, Texas. And now, here's your host, John Thompson.
Hello, world, America, Texas, and Duncanville, and welcome to this edition of Duncanville Weekly News for the middle part of May 2018. Glad you're logged on and watching. Well, on this show, we'll give you the final Panther Dugout edition. But first, the local elections were held last week, and here's the deal. In the mayoral election, Barry Gordon received over 61% of the over 2,000 votes that were cast to win the office of mayor of Duncanville. Janet Harris and Matt Jones did not garner enough votes for a runoff. Congratulations, Barry Gordon, who will follow David Green as the mayor of Duncanville. In City District 2, Don McBurnett just got over 52% of the 439 votes cast to win the council seat being vacated by Steve Rutherford. District 4 is going to have a runoff due to the fact that neither Mark Cooks or Jeff Burton garnered the majority of the 441 votes that were cast at Reed Middle School. The runoff will be on June the 16th, of course, at Reed Middle School. Early voting will be starting on June the 4th at the Duncanville Library.
It's springtime here in Texas, and that means Duncanville Panther baseball right here on Duncanville Weekly News and the Panther Dugout Show. The Panther Dugout Show brings us updates and highlights of the past few games and a peek ahead to the Panthers' next games. The Panther Dugout Show is brought to us by James Memorial Chapel, the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James, by Leon Miller Commercial Properties, Singla Dental, Chubby's Family Restaurant on Cockrell Hill, and by the Wolverton Company. And now, with the Panther Dugout Show, here's John with all the highlights.
Hello, Duncanville baseball fans, and welcome back to the Panther Dugout Show, the final for this season. The Panthers finished their season needing to win every game that was left, and here's what happened. It's another do-or-die game for the Panthers at Grand Prairie. They got a win, and Irving Nimitz, who is at MacArthur, must lose to keep the Panthers' playoff hopes alive. On the hill for the Panthers is Nick Flores. We go to the top of the second with no score, and Adrian leads off with a sharp single to left. And then Adam follows with a similar hit, and Adrian goes to second. Then Nick C. sacrifices the runners to second and third with the first out of the inning. Devin is next, and he hits a shot to left field that bounces over the left field fence for a ground rule double, scoring both Adrian and Adam for a 2-0 Panther lead. Devin moved to third base on a ground out, so with 2 outs, Nick helps his own cause with a sharp drive base hit to right field to play Devin. And after 1.5 innings, it's 3-0 Panthers. The Gophers hit a home run in their second, so it's 3-1 Panthers. In the Gopher fifth with 1 on and 1 out, this single put 2 on, and then this base hit to center to Devin. And look at this throw to Ray in time at the plate to put out the runner. And that was the second out of the inning. And at second base is the runner. And then with runner still on first and second. But Nick took care of that with this strikeout. And it's 3-1 Panthers after 5 complete. We go to the bottom of the 7th and a leadoff walk. And this base hit put Gophers on first and second with nobody out. And then this sacrifice moved the runners to second and third with 1 out. Then this ground ball to Adam at short. And he decides to get the runner at third in a rundown and finally tags him out. But on the play, the runner on third scored, and it's now 3-2 Panthers with 2 outs and a runner on second. The next batter hits a fly ball to left, and David is there to pull it in to end the game. Final, Panthers 3 and Grand Prairie 2, as the Panthers stay alive because MacArthur beat Nimitz. So we do this all again later this week.
Singla Dental, your hometown dental office, is proud sponsors of our DHS athletes and the Panther Dugout Show on Duncanville Weekly News. Singla Dental offers convenient, extended hours, and same-day appointments are available. Located at 541 West Wheatland with a website of www.singladental.com and the telephone number of 972-298-4677. That's Singla Dental. Leon Miller Commercial Properties is a proud sponsor of the Panthers Dugout Show on Duncanville Weekly News, as he enjoys helping to promote our DHS athletes as no one else is. Leon owns office and retail space in the heart of Duncanville on Main Street. If you're looking for a convenient, accessible, and well-kept space to rent, call Leon at 972-709-7181. He'll fix you up. Chubby's Family Restaurant on Cockrell Hill at Skyline is your full-service restaurant for Duncanville. Open from 6 to 9, Monday through Thursdays, till 10 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. They feature traditional American cuisine. They offer takeout and delivery and are one of the very best catering restaurants in the area. Call 972-298-1270 and find out for yourself.
James Memorial Chapel is the only family-owned funeral home in Duncanville and is proud to offer caring and dedicated services from familiar friends. Rick James and his family, the owners of James Memorial Chapel and Funeral Home, have served Duncanville area families in their time of loss since 1998. A beautiful and spacious chapel is offered, and James serves all cemeteries. When it comes to finding people you can trust in a time of need, you can turn to James Memorial Chapel. No one else knows families better. 811 South Cockrell Hill in Duncanville.
The Panther Dugout Show is sponsored by the Wolverton Company, serving Duncanville, Southwest Dallas area for over 78 years. Wolverton has been a proud sponsor of Duncanville Weekly News since their day one in 1991. From HW to Thomas to Keith to Matthew, Wolverton provides the best heating and cooling and air conditioning service there is. Call them at 972-296-COOL. That's 972-296-2665.
MacArthur beat Irving Nimitz Thursday night, so if the Panthers can beat Grand Prairie, there'll be a 3-way tie for 4th and last playoff spot. If Grand Prairie wins, they grab that spot. So it was Parents' Night since the originally scheduled night was rained out. So finally, we're ready to go on a beautiful evening. Hector started on the mound for the Panthers, and in the top of the first, with 2 outs, the Gophers load the bases on some walks and a hit batsman. Another walk plates the first Grand Prairie run. But Hector strikes out the next batter to stop the rally and leave it 1-0 Gophers going to the bottom of the first. David leads off with a sharp single to center. And he went to second on a passed ball. Ray's next, and he rips a double to left center to score David and to tie it at 1 apiece. Hector follows suit with another double to left center. And this plates Isaiah, who is running for Ray. And it's 2-1 Panthers. The Panthers load the bases but can't get another one in. So after one, it's 2-1 Panthers. In the bottom of the second, Nick F. leads off, reaching on a second baseman error. And then with one out, Ray singles to left. And Nick goes to second. They both move up on a wild pitch, and then with 2 outs, Adrian triples down the right field line to drive them both in. He's left there, but after 2 innings, it's 4-1 Panthers. In the Gopher fourth, they have runners on first and second with 1 out, and they move to second and third on this pass ball. And then this walk loads the bases. At this point, Coach Fahey brings in Cesar in relief on the mound. But he hits the first batter he faces at the plate to give Grand Prairie their second run. The next batter hits into a Nick Noah double play to end the inning, with the Panthers still ahead 4-2. We go to the Gopher fifth, still with the Panthers ahead 4-2, and they have runners on first and second with no outs, and this play loaded them. This strikeout was for out number 1. But this sacrifice fly to left plated Gopher run number 3 with 2 outs. And then this strikeout ended the threat. So it's 4-3 Panthers after 4.5. In the Gopher sixth, they load the bases with 1 out, and this base hit to left plated Gopher runs 4 and 5 and leave runners on second and third. A walk loaded the bases, but this strikeout was out number 2. This unplayed ground ball to the right side plated another run and left them loaded. The final out was this strikeout. So after 5.5, it's Grand Prairie 6 and the Panthers 4. For the Gopher 7th, Ricardo came in to pitch for the Panthers, and this play took about 10 minutes to decide. Originally called a foul ball, but changed to a fair ball, prompting Coach Fahey to join the discussion, which the umpires did not change again. After the runner was sacrificed to second, this double on one hop off the left field fence plated Grand Prairie run number 7. And yet another controversial play as the runner on second steals third, and the ball is thrown to left field, and the runner comes home. But Coach Fahey and most everybody else thought that the batter interfered with Ray's throw to third, but no call after discussion with everybody. I mean everybody. Here's a little slow-mo look at the play. But after 6.5, it's 9-4. Grand Prairie with 2 outs, none on. Adrian strikes out to end it. Final, Grand Prairie 9 and the Panthers 4, as Grand Prairie qualifies for the 4th spot in the playoffs, and the Panthers season is over, finishing at a 14-17 season record and 6-8 in District 7 6A play. Each show we have a play of the week, and the last time it happened in Grand Prairie with the Panthers leading in the 5th 3-1, with Grand Prairie having 2 on and 1 out, and this base hit to Devin in center spelled this throw to the plate in time for the out to squelch the rally. Oh, and Ray's tag was pretty good too. And that's why it's the play of the week.
The play of the week is brought to us by the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James. For all your investment needs, call John at 972-780-0533 or come by 222 East Wheatland right here in Duncanville. It's the Pope Financial Group of Raymond James.
Well, as I mentioned, the season is over for the Panthers, and here's the final District 7 6A standings. The Cedar Hill Longhorns ended up winning District 7 6A. South Grand Prairie and MacArthur tied for second, and Grand Prairie, of course, finished 4th. The Nimitz Vikings were 7-7, Panthers 6-8, and DeSoto and Irving were 2-12. Unfortunately, Cedar Hill and Grand Prairie both lost in their by-district series. However, South Grand Prairie beat San Angelo Central and will be playing Byron Nelson in the area round, and MacArthur, they beat Copperas Cove and will be playing South Lake in the area round. And the Lady Panther softball team, they beat Copperas Cove in their by-district games, but then in the area game lost to Denton Geyer. They finished the year with a season record of 22-2, the best softball team record Duncanville High School has ever had. So the Panther baseball season is over, and want to thank our sponsors for bringing us the opportunity to let you see these Duncanville Panther baseball players. In a couple of weeks, an event is coming up in Duncanville that you need to probably attend, and here's what it's all about. On Saturday, May the 19th, the Duncanville Police Department will again host the fire truck pull at Armstrong Park, Kidsville Park, across from the City Library and by the D.L. Hopkins Jr. Senior Center. The event is to support Special Olympics in Texas, and T-shirts will be available. Hope to see you there Saturday, May the 19th at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll be back on May the 22nd with the next edition of Duncanville Weekly News. As we close, the runoff in District 4 between Jeff Burton and Mark Cooks is coming up, as you saw. And here are some outtakes from a couple of their presentations that they made during the campaign. See ya May 22nd.
I started working when I was 10 years old. I grew up in a little small farming community, so I was always out working on the farm, working in the cornfields and the bean fields, and working for my uncles that were farmers when I was young. I've been working all my life. Well, I'm retired now, so I have time to give to a city council position. It's not just a figurehead position, folks. It takes time. They don't just spend 2 nights a week, 2 nights of the month up here for city council meetings. There's a lot of study and knowledge that has to go into what they do. I believe I have the most experience. I've served as a citizen for over 25 years for the city. I've served on the Board of Adjustments, which looks at ordinances, served on that capacity for over 10 years. And the last 3 years of that service, I was the president and chaired that commission. I've also served on the planning and zoning. Now, those two kind of go together. The Board of Adjustments is the judicial, quasi-judicial side of things. The P&Z does the planning and zoning for the city. I served on that board for 2 years. I've also recently been appointed to the Neighborhood Vitality Commission. I served with Ms. O'Brien on that. It's a brand new commission. We're just starting our 3rd year, and we have a very active group that is already making great strides to bring our neighborhoods back together. And I support that.
I'm Mark Cook, and I'll tell you that I'm a father, I'm a proud papa, I'm a banker, I'm a believer. Those things qualify me just in itself to become your next city council person. I've been in banking for the past 40 years, and I don't take that lightly because I've learned a lot of lessons. I've built plenty of partnership. I've worked inside cities, outside of cities. I worked with small businesses. I worked with large businesses all over Duncanville, all over the city of Dallas. There's 3 things that I think that I want to continue to return back to the Duncanville City Council. Actually, I said return back because I'm the one of the candidates that has experience in working with the city of Duncanville through its hard times and through its good times. I care about the quality of life in Duncanville. And what does that mean for me? That means that I care about our neighborhoods and crime. That means I care about the upkeep of our neighborhoods. I also care about economic development. Economic development is very important to me. As being my background of working with small businesses, my background of making sure that businesses are successful. We need that in our city.
I was chosen and appointed by our current District 4 representative, Dr. Dotson, and the City Council to represent District 4 on that steering committee that worked with the consultants to put the comprehensive plan together. That's important because that's going to be one of the major things this City Council needs to do, and that's prioritize the comprehensive plan. I have that experience, my opponents don't.
Building a future Duncanville with not only with who we have with you as our past, but those that are future. I'm asking you to look at the credentials that I have for you today, knowing that I have the experience and I also have the time to make our city as great as it has been in the past and the way it's going to be in the future. I'm Mark Cook. Thank you very much.